Have you ever bent down to pick something up and heard your knees make a sound that should only come from an old wooden door in a haunted house? You know, that loud crack that makes you look around to see if anyone else heard it too? Maybe you sit down on the floor and your knees negotiate with you like, "Boss, today we are not cooperating. Please upgrade your maintenance plan." Or maybe you tried doing squats because you want strong legs, better posture, and a healthy old age. But instead of feeling powerful, you feel like your kneecaps are filing a complaint against you. And then you look at other people squatting, deep, smooth, no pain, like they're auditioning for a fitness commercial. Meanwhile, you're standing there thinking, how? How are they doing this without something exploding? You watch tutorials, you listen to gym bros, and every single one of them repeats the same ancient line like it's scripture. Bro, never let your knees go past your toes. And you listen, because you want to protect your knees. But instead of helping, that advice turns your squat into the biomechanical equivalent of a bad Wi-Fi connection. Nothing works, everything lags, and the entire system starts screaming. Before you know it, your squat doesn't feel like a leg exercise anymore. It feels like a sponsored knee destruction ritual. Every rep sends a small electric shock up your thigh. Your brain panics, your quads panic, your knees panic, and your glutes? They're offline, sleeping, taking a vacation, not even participating. If this sounds like your life, congratulations, you're not broken. You're just doing the squat in a way that literally guarantees pain. And today, that ends. Because this video is going to break down exactly why your knees hurt, the mechanical mistake that ruins almost everyone's squat, and the small adjustment that instantly shifts the load away from your joints and onto your actual muscles. Yes, the ones that were supposed to be growing all this time. Let's start with the biggest myth in the entire fitness world, the one that refuses to die. Don't let your knees go over your toes. This one sentence has destroyed more knees, more confidence, and more leg gains than junk food ever will. Because here's what actually happens. When you force your knees to stay back, the only option your body has is to bend forward awkwardly and dump all the weight onto your quads in the most unstable way possible. It's like carrying groceries with one finger. The finger isn't the problem, the technique is. The real issue isn't your knees moving forward. Knees naturally move forward. They're designed to. The real problem is that you begin the squat by bending your knees first. The moment your knees start the movement, your entire center of gravity flies forward like a confused flamingo losing balance. Your thigh bone and shin bone start arguing about who's supposed to hold the pressure, and right in the middle sits your poor kneecap, being squeezed like a sandwich between two very angry bones. Biomechanically, this creates a shearing force, a forward sliding motion that pushes the shin forward while the thigh stays back. That's where the pain comes from. Not aging, not weakness, not bad luck. Pure mechanical mismatch. And meanwhile, the biggest muscle in your entire lower body, your glutes, the muscle evolution literally gave you for walking, jumping, and surviving, is just chilling, watching, doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. This is why your legs don't grow. This is why your knees hurt. This is why squats feel like a horror movie instead of a workout. Now, imagine if I told you that you can remove 80% of this knee pressure with one simple correction. Starting your squat by pushing your hips back. Not bending your knees. Not dipping straight down. Just pushing your hips back. Think of it like you're trying to gently tap a wall behind you with your butt. The moment your hips shift backward, your glutes wake up. Your hamstrings engage. The load redistributes from your fragile knee joint to your powerful posterior chain, the muscles designed to handle heavy movement. When your hips lead, your knees naturally bend afterward, following the motion instead of initiating it. And yes, they will travel forward. And guess what? Now it's perfectly safe, because they didn't start the motion. They're following a stable pattern, not creating a dangerous one. In this position, your quads work, your hamstrings work, your glutes work, and your knees finally get a break. Instead of grinding, they glide. Instead of screaming, they cooperate. And suddenly the squat feels natural, smooth, and powerful instead of painful and scary. If you learn just one thing, hips first, your squat will transform instantly. But wait, there's another enemy lurking in your squat. your knees caving inward like they're shy and trying to hide from each other. This inward collapse, called knee valgus, is one of the biggest causes of ACL strain and meniscus irritation. And you know the sad part? Most people don't even realize they're doing it. This happens because the glute medius, the muscle on the side of your hips, is weak. When this muscle doesn't do its job, your inner thigh muscles take over and pull your knees inward like magnets. But here's the funny part. You can fix this instantly with something that sounds strange, but works like magic. Pretend you're trying to spread the floor apart with your feet. No, your feet won't actually move. You're just creating an outward rotation force through your hips. The moment you apply this tension, your glutes fire dramatically, your knees stabilize like they were locked into a perfect rail system, and suddenly your squat feels strong and controlled instead of dangerous and weak. This outward tension is what elite athletes use. Football players, sprinters, powerlifters, they all rely on this mechanical cue because it protects the knee and maximizes muscle activation. Once you learn to press your feet outward while sitting back with your hips, everything clicks. The pain disappears. The movement feels safe. Your stability skyrockets, and you finally feel your glutes doing the job they were born to do. Let's be honest. Most people think they're doing squats to build leg muscles, but in reality, they've just been doing a very painful knee exam. You weren't training your legs. You were training your ability to survive bad form. Your brain is smart. It associates painful movement with danger. So when your squat form sends pain signals through your knees, your brain literally limits your strength output. You cannot build muscle while your nervous system is in panic mode. That's why your squats feel weak. That's why you can't go deeper. That's why your progress is stuck. But once your form becomes mechanically safe, hips first, knees stable, glutes engaged, your nervous system finally allows your body to use its full strength. Suddenly, your squat gets deeper. Your reps become smoother. Your stabilizers wake up, your legs start growing evenly, and your knees stop feeling like rusty hinges. This is the squat your body was designed for, not the myth-based knee-breaking version you were taught. The first time you do it right, the difference is insane. You go down into the squat and think, wait, this feels too easy. But then you stand back up and feel muscles firing that you didn't even know you had. Your glutes feel tight. Your hamstrings feel stretched. Your quads feel activated, not overloaded. And your knees? Completely silent. No clicking, no grinding, no complaining. It feels like the exercise was redesigned just for your body. But in reality, you finally started doing it the way your body was designed for. Over time, your stability improves. Your hips get stronger. Your knees track perfectly. Your legs grow evenly. And the squat stops being that one exercise you dread. It becomes the movement you trust. So if you've been avoiding squats because of pain, or you've been frustrated by weak legs and stubborn progress, it wasn't your genetics, your age, or your knees. It was the movement pattern, and now you know exactly how to fix it. Start every squat with your hips. Keep your knees aligned. Spread the floor apart. Let the muscles do the work instead of your joints. Reteach your body slowly and consistently, and you'll feel the difference from the very first session. Your legs will grow, your pain will fade, and you'll move with strength and confidence. Stay disciplined. Trust your body's mechanics and build the strong, resilient, pain-free lower body you deserve.